Yo, what's up?
Yeah, what's happening?
What's going on, man?
We're back for another Breaking the Narrative podcast, BTN for short, and I am Teddy,
I'm Tony.
Mark Anthony.
and finally made it to a new year, man.
Yeah,
This is 2022,
bro.
and we're going to look back at this 2021 year in review, hectic year.
Indeed.
It depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, I mean the grand scheme of things for us, I guess. Not specifically you.
It's perspective based.
Yeah, pandemic.
I mean, that's been going on since 2019, technically.
Yeah, I mean depending on your lifestyle, I guess.
Yeah, that's
Like you said, perspective based.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll also be previewing. I'm just gonna say foreshadow. Fuck it. For 2022, what we want to happen, what we hope is gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yes,
just
whoop down. Yes.
speak it into existence.
Yeah, I don't believe in that, but
What? You don't?
no,
Oh, okay.
speaking into existence.
I mean, it's just like it's like affirmation. Like continuously tell yourself, "Hey, this is going to happen." Then you work towards
Yeah,
it.
that's a form of therapy. I get it, but I don't.
I guess. I mean, the whole manifest,
If I don't say it, I'll still go do it, and it's the same thing.
or just a form of manifestation in a way.
That's opinion. I believe.
I get
Right.
it.
I get why people use it because people need that self motivating factor. I get that, but no, I don't believe in
So far, that's almost like just another label for that.
what.
Just manifestation.
Yeah, I'm not.
Eh,
No such thing. Yeah,
I guess.
Let me go manifest me making.
opinion.
It is. Let me go manifest me making a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Hey,
I'm gonna make a sandwich whether I say it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just nah, but like I said, I get it. It's you staying positive and you want to. I get it. I just don't. Me personally, I don't do that kind of stuff.
it's cool, man. It's
Yeah.
just how.
So how was y'all 2021, man?
All right, I'm gonna let Mark speak his mind.
Oh, see, I thought you was about to go.
Nigga out here looking dumbfounded as
Cut
fuck,
up,
bro.
pause for a second.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just that deep in thought. But
About 2021 or
2020 and
He
2021.
probably thinking about the next meal he about to have or some shit.
Nah, not at all.
I wonder what Mike got at his house today.
Not at all. I would say it was eventful. Definitely eventful.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's the smoothest ride, but it was a ride. I'm still here, so there are some things that are in the making that I kind of really didn't even see happening.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I could say that's a bit of a plus there. So that's certain things that are taking place that either, if it's not completely achieved by the end of this year, it will be achieved next year. It's not that far along, but yeah, it was definitely just a lot of work going on for the past couple of years, and then some. So I could just definitely say it's just eventful, slightly of a bit of a bumpy hayride,
All right. Understandable. Trying to be as vague as possible and
definitely trying to be vague.
not to release much information.
Well, what about good stuff?
The good stuff, right now, like I said, the finances is going up. That's always a plus.
Yeah, Mark Rich, y'all.
Nah, not rich.
Nigga
I
rich.
Dollar bill, y'all.
wouldn't say-
Yeah.
wouldn't say that. I'm working on it, like everybody else
Let me
is.
hold like $2, man. I ain't hard hitting or nothing like that. A bag of chips or something, a little soda, I'm simple, man.
That's one of the things. That's a plus. The money's going up for sure. I'm gonna try something a little different and see how that actually takes place. So if anything that I would be looking forward to the next year is the new process bringing me quadruple the amount. Then I can say that I'm a really, really wealthy man.
All right,
But-
then they gonna be going in the billions.
I
I'm
might-
already
I
a millionaire.
By
out here.
then I might be a problem. But
You a problem now.
Definitely a problem now.
tomato.
Nope.
But
Nope. Not the. Nope.
Well, you know, technically saying tomato just means that you're acknowledging you're a problem. You
Yeah.
just don't want to say it.
well,
Yeah.
that's not where I was going with it when I said.
So that's saying you got the money now for real.
Yeah.
You just don't want to admit it.
That's like saying I'm not a problem, but I'm also the opposite of a solution. That's exactly what you just said.
That sounds a little bit more accurate.
Tomato. That's what that means.
But-
that's what you
But
just
nah,
said.
I'm not really a
Yeah,
problem.
you're saying the same thing just in a different way.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not really a problem though. But that's going up. Of course, there's other things that's in my lane right now that I'm taking care of. That really, finally, I actually got onto. So, you know, again, obviously that's a plus as well. You know, especially when I was using the words finally. Like it should have been happening, but it's happening now. So that's happening, and that's what's up. And of course, that's going to be something that's going to be a little bit more long term. So that's definitely in my future for next year. And of course, you know, collecting you guys along the way has always been a plus.
Like we Infinity Stones. Or
Yeah,
something.
no bullshit. Well,
Yeah.
fucking Pokemon card or something.
Absolutely, you guys are y'all rare breeds. So you know, coming
You
across.
calling me a dog, you son of a bitch?
No.
It's like,
Well, nah, I can't say that-
Pokemon cards,
I can't
so first
say-
editions clearly.
Can't say that I came across you. You know, I've inherited you in a way.
You know, yeah,
The
blah,
fuck?
blah, blah. They're family, y'all. They just keep rubbing it in every single time, and then
You family too. But I feel like you know coming across Ted or Ave for those who know him. I can definitely say I came across him because you know I found out that your personality is a bit choicy, and I was one of the lucky ones to be accepted. So yeah, that's definitely a plus, you know. And I got into quite a bit of stuff with y'all, some activities that actually has been therapeutic and nourishing. So
please
definitely
reiterate what type of activities.
yeah,
filming,
Okay, cool.
picture taking, podcasting. I have been on other people's podcasts as well since then.
that's dope.
Yeah, it's definitely
So,
fire.
and mine's is on the way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
It's
happening.
lit.
Yeah, so that's happening. Brought me back out of my shell, helped me do a few things that I've been wanting to do but didn't know how to. So it's some good things. Definitely that has happened this year for sure. You know, it's just like I said, it's just been a bumpy road getting to certain places.
Right.
And obviously, you know, that has to happen.
Oh, yeah.
You know, well, some things I believe could have been avoided, and I don't think that were too necessary, but it has happened.
Okay.
But, you know, everything is not going to be perfect. And it helped invest into who it is that I am and what I'm bringing to the table, especially when it comes to certain activities.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shit, I don't think Mike would have chose me to be part of his shit had I not had some problems to bring, you know.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah.
Nah, he told me specifically since the beginning. He's like, I'm using you for the pain that you got. I found roles.
Oh, that's a little cold hearted.
What?
You just
Nah, but for me, it actually it was beneficial. 'Cause like I
Hey.
said, there were some things that I felt like I had to say.
did he sell you that? Did he sell you that? Because I would have sold you that too.
No.
You're gonna
I
benefit.
came
You're gonna
up with
benefit from this just as much as I would.
I came from this conclusion, you know, myself. Like, you know, and like I said, there was some things I've been wanted to say or do or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and I just never really knew how I was going to get started, or if I did know how I was going to get started, I procrastinated on it. It was just like it was always something that kept me at a halt.
Okay.
And so Mike just presented opportunities to me, and I was just like, man, fuck it, you know, why not? And so he gave me a template, and he was just like, just go with this, just do this, and such as he actually gave me something to focus on, where to put that energy.
Okay.
And so,
Yeah, that first description was terrible.
I mean, but that literally was the conversation. It was like, yeah, you know, I got something that's fitting for you. Like, you're gonna be perfect. You're gonna be
Yeah.
perfect
I was
for
gonna say,
this
that was a
because
little-
because the conversations we had,
Yeah.
what we've talked about at the time, times back then. He was just like, yeah, this is why I had you do this, this, and this type of thing. And that's what I took from it. It's like, okay, yeah, you wanted me to use my pain. And that's literally what I went for. Like Jake Ward. You remember when I was punching the ground? That was real.
Right.
Yeah, that was real. And punching the ground.
But that's
the solid
like,
ground.
That's like him using you, though.
And the
now,
blistering cold at that.
he just said
was
one
just
statement.
like,
Now I'm looking at everything different.
that
now.
was the only toxic thing that probably could have came out of that was the fact that I even did that.
I mean, but the utilization of that into film is a good thing. It's because it's a release outside of doing it in real
that.
life.
And which
you
I
could dress
did
it up
need.
and make it sound good all you want to. I'm just saying.
I did
sound like
need that.
sound like you brainwashed him.
I did
That's
need
what
that.
I mean.
I didn't
I mean,
brainwash him. What the fuck?
And of course there were certain times where, well, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Don't say I did because I damn sure ain't
certain
doing it.
things that were recorded. I don't even know what's your idea, but I know we used to keep tallies of who killed who and who was
yeah.
next. So, yeah,
I wasn't the first person to bring that up, but I brought it up. Yeah.
You definitely
Just to
chimed in.
make sure everybody keep it fair.
Well, now Mark has killed me.
All right.
Finally.
Yeah, I released the film not too long ago. And well,
After
I released it yesterday.
I got gathered by by
something
Teddy.
something new yesterday?
Yeah, you didn't see it. I released the short film yesterday.
No.
Yeah, the joint that called Calm. I forgot we even did that until I saw that yesterday.
Yeah, it's called Carmen's Her Name.
Yeah, I pulled the crime bit out on him.
Yeah, and then I didn't know.
See?
You gotta watch it.
I will.
Yeah,
Watch everything.
Yeah,
that came out.
he made me look like a black Mexican cartel because I had the sleeveless little denim joint on and shit.
The jean vest?
Yeah,
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, bro.
yeah, that.
Nigga looking like extra buff for no reason and shit.
I had an opportunity to punch him and everything too.
Oh, okay.
Well, now
I ain't have as much fun recording that one though because I was actually afraid of actually hitting him.
Yeah,
Like most of the joints,
just hit him.
I told
From
him I
the
was like,
bloopity bloops, he was just like, yeah, man. He was just like, I know you're not gonna hit me, but he was like, just go with it, just go ahead, and then it just came pretty close. Now, actually, the worst part is when it came to the karambit, that's where I had to be most careful about because I almost cut him like 2 times.
No, yeah.
Because that was a real night.
it was.
He was just like, all right, bro, you trying to cut my shirt or what? I was just like, bro, you told me to do it like
Yeah,
this.
and I told the nigga like, hold this shit closer to my neck. And shit. He was like, bro, I ain't trying to cut you for real. I was like, bro.
Damn, they try to shave his beard, bro.
Yeah. I was like, bro, it's not gonna be that bad. Just chill and just let the shit happen.
And it was
man.
just weird because the conversation beforehand was just like, yeah, man, you know what? Like, with the whole punching thing, man, I'm afraid I'm going to have a little bit too much fun with this shit and actually deck your ass.
Yeah, and then I told him like, nigga,
So-
if you hit me, then I'm okay with it, nigga. Like it's a part of the film anyway. I could play that shit off. Just like, hey, that was intended.
Yeah, do his own stunts.
Yeah, like
Shit.
I wasn't scared of getting hit.
Yeah. As
Could've been
long as
fun.
you ain't having like a problem with him or nothing, so now he know like you gonna hit him as hard as you could or something. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like unless it was like
If I would have
it's
said
a-
something that actually like gave indication that I actually did have a problem with it,
Right.
like oh yeah, that felt better. He probably would have kept that in too. Nobody would have never known.
yeah, I probably would have.
I mean, he would have told people.
He probably wouldn't have known either. He probably just thought I was just, you know,
nah, bro.
just
Like,
going
it's,
with it like I usually do.
it's not that
I
hard to read you, bro.
Yeah,
Like, I
I
can
got
tell.
And I got special vision too. I see right through that type of shit.
Oh, facts. Yeah, it was. I tried to be as transparent as possible.
Like, you're a great actor though, so
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
for sure.
you
For
may-
those who are worried, if you got some issues with me or I got some issues with you, trust me, I'll let you know before it happens.
They're family, y'all. You hear him say it all the time, so you know everything's peachy and rosy. Or
Well, when
whatever.
it's coming, it's coming.
Man, that doesn't scare nobody.
No, it is not meant to scare anybody. Just know it's coming.
You know, so
That's just
so
me.
do you have a
being
problem?
fake.
Do you have a problem with Mike?
Yeah, now it
So I have a
sounds like
problem.
you're
Yeah.
threatening me and shit. Like, yeah, I'm sending the girls from
we
me. shit.
definitely have our battles, but no, I ain't got no problem with Mike. It's just the bond that we have.
Yeah.
Like, just it's a weird, sarcastic love for each other that we got, man. That's just we cousins. we do that shit. So
It's cool, man.
Yeah,
That's all right there.
it's a quote unquote. Yeah, I mean that seriously, a love-hate relationship.
definitely.
So that's like the best way of describing it. Like at certain days, I'd be like, bro, get the fuck out of my face. And then other days it was like, nigga, I just want the best for you, but also get the fuck out of my face.
It's a lot of fuck yous and fuck offs and everything that goes on back and forth, and it's just at this point, I guess we'd rather not have it any other way. So
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it creates like real good on-screen chemistry too.
Who's cutting onions?
Yo, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. But,
yeah, me and you, we got our battles sometimes too, though.
We don't. We debate.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, it's just
That's our battles right there. Like we definitely have our disagreements. And then it's just like sometimes you get in your mode like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Nah, I gotta correct you on that shit. That's where our debates come from.
Sometimes. I also just like to debate too, though.
Mm-hmm.
So even
It
if
feels like
even if it's not nothing I
when
can
it comes
prove.
to you, it feels like
it's not
it feels like I'm that I bring that annoying little brother vibe to you sometimes.
Oh, I just like debating sometimes. That's all. Mike, do we not debate? Like when we be out at the park and all of that,
often, bro.
15 people
Nigga,
deep. Sometimes we just
that's
like
all we
Oh, so
do.
you just
Yeah.
like being argumentative.
Sometimes,
Damn,
yeah.
just when I thought we had something special.
we do.
Yeah.
We do got something special.
Yeah, he
It's
did-
just that to me. That's not special though. You shouldn't want that.
He do
to be
that shit
special.
to troll sometimes. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie to you.
Oh, I can tell he be trolling too.
Yeah, sometimes he probably be
Like
right,
when he
right
look
as
at me
rain.
when he look at me for longer than 3 seconds, he plotting, and he was like,
No,
"All right,
that's not true.
I just like he's like
he fly.
he'll look like, let me throw that out there real quick.
He'll be talking.
Then I'll be
I'm
stupid enough to walk on.
I'll be looking at him talk, and he'll think I'm plotting on him. He's
Nigga paranoid and shit.
Yeah, I'm showing this nigga respect and manners, and he think I'm.
because you
fuck this nigga got
definitely
plans
have
for
some
me.
algorithms for certain conversations that we have. And you be like, yeah, see, and you be like, yeah, I got you. Like, you smart, you smart.
In certain debates, yeah.
Yeah, you be plotting.
Nah, certain debates, yeah.
Abe technically like he argues with a specific formula and it works 99% of the time.
You just
Unless
you're like that weird dude who made up his own kung fu and it just happens to work. I forgot what Street Fighter character that was, but yeah, you him.
No, sometimes I just like to argue. It's fun though. It's for fun. Like we'll throw away like on a spring day if everybody outside, we'll throw away like a whole day just arguing about stuff that I can already know you right.
Just
Yeah.
like the nitpick.
Yeah. And this it's funny to him. That's what
It is.
Do we not have fun though?
Yeah,
like do we
we
not
do.
have like cause you gonna get a bunch of jokes. You gonna get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like we just
it always leads to a whole bunch of shenanigans.
Yeah,
Like
like it's
arguing
just-
with you is always funny though.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is specifically for that reason, but it's always funny arguing with you though.
Cause it ain't like we never had like it ain't like we,
And see,
we
like,
really argue.
For those who don't know Abe, like Abe always has this face where it's just like you can't help but laugh or try to laugh on the inside because like you just got the face that you got now.
I'm just hey, you see what I'm saying? I'm just like
It's
I'm just listening to him.
Like you just looking like it's like a mixture of I don't give a shit, but I'm listening and I'm invested, or just like
It's literally 100%. I'm
it's-
listening to him. That like
it's almost like depiction of going in one ear and out the other. Like you just sit there looking, like yeah, I'm watching you, I'm paying attention, but at the same time, it's just like
nah. I respect everybody too much for that. One ear out the other thing. You'll have to be like setting me up something crazy for me to like one ear and out the other.
Shit, like I do the one ear and out the other thing like often because I'm
Yeah, that's
scattered.
definitely more his thing.
I'm scatterbrained as fuck, so it's like off me pay attention to shit.
Yeah, like you literally you'll sit quiet. I'm like, what? Or you'll be like, the fuck are you talking about? But with Abe, I don't know.
I like to collect all information.
The obvious that I would see you do would probably be like, yeah, that's crazy, man. Like, yeah, that's probably the obvious you not paying attention.
No, I'm still paying attention. That's just one of my iconic lines. I know it's a popular cliche amongst society, but for some people really do say that.
Yeah, because
I'm one of those.
some people like normally just don't have a response for it, so it's just like their default setting.
Like some people could say, "Yeah, that's crazy," and then you ask them, "What did I just say?" and they couldn't tell you. I'll say that's crazy, and I'll still repeat everything you just said.
Oh yeah, I mean I
Yeah,
know that
I'm a listener.
because I do that too.
Yeah.
and some people but I actually get a little conscious of it because they probably be like, damn, they probably think I ain't listening to them when I actually am. So
I mean, that's not all I say. That'll be like the lead off line. Man, that's crazy. Man, so what you gonna do from here? Blah blah blah.
or there's times I actually legit just be like not saying nothing. They be like thinking I hung up on them or some shit. I'm like, you there? I'm like, yeah, I'm listening.
Yep.
Like
That be that nigga on
it
the
gets
phone,
weird
bro.
to a point where like I'm listening so fucking much they not used to me listening.
Yeah. Or they just not used to dealing with people that listen.
Shit, that nigga be on the phone with me. That motherfucker fall asleep and shit. I be like, nigga, that's no point even fucking
Yeah,
talking
but
to you.
because
bro.
I be having a long ass day before I talk to you. Bro.
Nigga, but you called me. Like you called
I'll
me.
call you in response to you reaching out to me, and then like I have no intentions.
Nigga,
I have
it
no
don't even be like that
intentions-
all the time.
I have no intentions of falling asleep on you, but I do fall asleep on you, bro.
Nigga.
It's what qualifies to get on your reach out list.
What do you mean? You just
Cause
reach
you don't
out?
call that nigga.
Yeah, I don't get reached out to.
He-
but
I mean, like,
You don't
so
call him.
typically I don't really.
just trying to see if I meet the
I really don't be on my phone too much.
Like,
Like, I really don't be on my phone too much, especially when I'm at work. Like,
Okay.
if you got an emergency going on and you hit my phone and all that, like, some people just like, yeah, man, you know, you gotta do this with your number and blah blah blah, so we can reach out to you. And,
All right,
all
so
that.
'cause
And it's
is
just
it-
like,
Is it because you're related to Mike? Because Mike is probably the most
Nah.
non-emergical nigga I know.
nah.
It's a virgin
It literally-
call.
If that's a word, I don't even know.
Virgin
The chances of you hearing
That's
from
a
me
real word.
after work is very high. Like,
Okay.
you know, and then of course you'll probably get the occasional, my bad, man, I was at work, I was busy, you know, I was swamped, which I always am. I'm not making it up. Like, I'm literally, once I do one task, I'm into another one. So it's just like, you have a better chance of possibly catching me on my day off. Whether I'm not doing something
Okay.
or when I'm awake, because most of the time I'm just resting anyway. But
All right.
you know, like if you reach out and I see that you reached out, I'm not gonna be like, oh well, fuck him. No, I'm gonna reach out and
Okay.
just like reach back up, like, hey, I saw, I missed your call and XYZ. Da 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 da.
All right. Just checking this out.
Now, when it comes to you, like, I believe you're busy all the time. I mean, I don't know that you are, but I believe that you are. I'm like, you know what, shit, he probably got some shit going on, whatever. So, you know, boom. And if you want to communicate, we communicate. So, you know, and which there are times you do.
Right.
So, you know, and I hit you back like, all right, man, you know, this, or thanks.
So in other words, because Mike is available, he gets the love like that.
This nigga jealous as fuck,
First
bro.
of all-
I'm just asking little questions. Just asking questions. That's all.
I don't even get calls from that nigga like that. for real.
Everybody get love all the same. And then there's only a couple people now that begin to realize that they have to reach out to me first, because I don't reach out.
Okay.
I mean, I do.
Reach out
but
to him first. Noted.
I do, but then I don't. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a once in a blue moon type of thing, because like I said, I try now. I've gotten into a habit, and I've went through several experiences where it felt like I was invading somebody's time, or people have told me like, yeah, man, I just need a moment. I'm like, all right, cool. So I fall back, and now when I get into that fallback mode, it's not just with that specific person; it's with everybody, and I'm considering that every time now. So it's just like, all right, well, look, if you got the time in the moment, you know, it is what it is. Now you get the occasional, hey, what's up? You got the time to talk or whatever, rap, you know, what's good type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not like, now depending on how soon you respond or whatever, or when I get that response back, then it's just like, all right, cool, you must be doing something. I'm gonna leave it alone until you really got time. And sometimes, like I said, it just gets to the habit of things. The next thing you know, it trickles over to the next thing. Now I'm doing something, and I forget. Like, literally, the only thing that happens, and I'm like a robot most of the time. Get up, get ready for work, at work, finish work, back home, rest, drop. That's it.
Okay.
And so it's just kind of like, there's really no set agenda for me when I get home. It's literally just get home, unwind and all that, and then you fall when you fall. And get up and do whatever it is the next day. So, like, I'm literally like, my life is the epitome of shooting with the breeze.
Interesting.
So, you know, it's whatever happens on the fly. So, it's really nothing personal with anybody. It's just, you know, now is either you got the time or you don't, or if I remember to reach out to you, I reach out to you. Because, like I said, it's just so much going on in my head anyway. It's 1,000 things that's going on.
Got you.
You know,
You get a good enough description? Like, you feel better about yourself?
I mean, nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? This was
like I said, I would like to hear from you. I'd be
This
happy
was
to hear from you.
inquiring.
I'd be happy to hear from you a lot too. You know, so but like when you be hitting me up on the B-Day and stuff like, yeah, what's up, bro? I'm like, oh shit, it's Abe. So, you know, and literally that's my response when I see that you hit me up. Oh shit, it's Abe. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
And all that good shit.
I'll let you in 3
and
months.
everything.
I'll let you in 3 months.
But then there's times it's just like I know I'm gonna see him, so it's just like, you know, yeah. And see, I be thinking that you're busy up to the very moment that you're ready to meet with us as well. So I'll call Mike. Mike is the informant for everything when it comes to the meeting.
Which I shouldn't be. I might.
Yeah,
add.
he's the informant for everything.
Snitch.
Like,
Mike, that's what it sounds like when you say informant.
Mike will shoot me the schedule, the time, and everything. Man, we meet up at this time, such and such, and all this. All right, cool. Or sometimes I don't even say nothing back to Mike. Now that you should possibly take that personally because actually today I seen Mike's text messages and I didn't respond.
Oh, yeah,
I was just like, all right, cool, I'ma be there. I said it in my head, but I didn't say it to him. So
it's interesting.
now that's what opted him to call me. He was just like, yeah, man, I don't know if you got my text because my phone is a little funny.
Yeah, which is the reason why I told Abe that.
Yeah,
beforehand.
and that's honestly with text messages. I don't like to do text messages, period, because certain things can be taken out of context with text messages, and you can't really determine the tone with certain things being said. So I really don't like to fuck with text messages too much. I think text messages is a cop out, unless really necessary. Like, hey, you know, I want to talk to you, but I really can't at this time. So this is how I'm doing it, type of thing.
Right.
But other than that, like text message is a cop. I'm an up close and personal type of thing. Call me, and that's how you get better. To me, that's how you get better validation for certain things. So, but when it came to that, like he called me and was just like, yeah, man, I don't know if we got on text messages, and I was just like, yeah, man, my bad, bro, you know, because another phone call ended up coming up and stuff, and it literally just started trickling down to me being later.
Yeah, I don't ever need you to apologize for this shit. It's just, it's more like, because I already know that you more than likely saw it.
For one, I know time is always money, and two, you know, I like to be considerate of other people's time as well, especially with Abe. We know that he got other things to do, so I try to be considerate of that as well. So, you know, we try to do that. And I know when we come to the podcast, it definitely takes some time. And we probably like bullshit around a little bit, so that's another 30 minutes to an hour. Mm-hmm. So, you know, there's literally a set schedule or algorithm we have every single time we get here. So I always take all of that shit in consideration. But when it came to that, it's just like I knew that for a fact that I ignored your text message, because like I said, I looked at it and didn't say nothing. It was just like, all right, well, I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get ready or whatever. So that was in the process. Then the phone call happened, so that was a long conversation. That was like literally up to almost 2 hours. And so when I called you, I saw that it was a missed call because I thought it was a text message. And I started looking for the text message. I didn't see it. Then I saw that was a missed call. I was like, all right, I'm gonna call him back as soon as I get off the phone. So I called you.
Oh, he's like, talking to the little joints and shit. He's saying he ain't fucking.
Ain't no little joints at all.
At this specific minute.
Well, he cleared it up.
Yeah, so, it's no joints, bro.
As far as your 2021.
Sheesh. Good Lord. Nigga, what didn't I do this year?
Sounds like a good year.
Sounds like a good year.
Yeah.
You actually had a lot of time invested into yourself as well. So, yeah, I can definitely say it could have been a really good year because there's a lot of room to accomplish all the things that you had in fruition for yourself. So,
dude, this year I wrote 3 books. I think it was like 2 or 3 books.
Mm-hmm.
A poetry book. I wrote a fucking self-help little book and shit. And it's like a short. It was a short story, but it was also like the equivalent to a novella because it was like 20,000 plus words, some shit like that. Adding on to the shit that I already was writing, which was like majority of the poems and shit that I've just been putting out randomly on my Instagrams and shit like that. Like I converted my actual page for Instagram into like my own little specific little poetry page. So I'm pumping out like new poems like every week. Like none of that shit is majority of that shit is not pre-written. It's like I wrote that within a week span. Right? And then I'll write it. I create backgrounds and shit for it, all for that specific week. So the amount of time and dedication I'm putting into that is ridiculous. And then along with that, like there was some setbacks this year, you know, earlier during the summertime, remember, on computer. When we did the podcast about the little conspiracy theories. That specific day, as soon as I got home, my computer was fried. I was like, come on, bro. Mm-hmm. There's no real. I was like, yeah, these niggas listening. They listening.
But you up and running now.
Man,
Aha.
I just got, this is terrific that I just got a new computer last week.
Fancy little setup too.
Yeah.
Lights and all. Like he was actually like a little kid when he was unboxing it, man. And he had his little setup. It was funny because like I didn't know how to handle it because I was still there at the time. But also I was like half tired because I passed out for like 30 minutes.
Yep, the nigga fell asleep. This nigga laying down on my fucking bed just passed the fuck out. I'm like, nigga, what are you doing?
Yeah, man, shit, bro. Like I said, long day. But then, like when he got it all set up, he was like, "Look, Mark, look." And I was just looking at him like, I was like, yeah, I've seen it before because I got the same setup at work. You know, when you can do dual screens and you can transfer from one screen to the other, like literally just drag and drop. So it's like one big ass screen. I do the same shit like from the TV and the computer and shit like that because I work in telehealth. But he was just like, look, and I was just like, I didn't know how to respond because one, he literally seemed like a kid, just so happy.
Yeah,
just like, look, there's lights on the keyboard.
Yeah,
it was just like he had the whole little setup, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, not dope.
like I was just doing that shit just because. Like I was doing it to annoy him, just to keep him awake. But yeah,
I figured that he was trying to do that too. Yeah, but he was legitimately happy, bro.
I was
happy,
really was.
and I was happy for him. And like I was even more happy for him because to be honest with you, Mike is a modest dude. He didn't want it
Sometimes.
but
Mike is
I can tell because Mike, like for certain stuff, he just was like, nah, bro. He'll probably like rather get it himself or whatever,
right,
when the time is right or when he can. But like, you know, his mom's like was just like, who was a hell of a good supporter for him. It was just like, look, man, I'm gonna get this. And so he knew. He was like, yeah, my mom gonna get it for me anyway because that's just the type of person she is, you know. But it was just like, nah, man, and then it happened for him. So I was like, which I was like really happy for him because like now he can get back to the lab again type shit, you know. So
dope.
Yeah, and ever since I got my computer, I've like you saw the video that I uploaded. Like, I finally got a chance to edit the short film that we did months ago.
and I was gonna say long time in the making because I really forgot about that video.
Yeah, it was still the summertime when we did that video.
Was it?
It was around there.
Because that's when the computer broke.
See, that's just how long
Matter
it's
of
been
fact,
for me.
It might have been like August or some shit like late August to where it was starting to get to the whole fall portion of.
Man, I've been through
So
many
it could have been
seasons
like
with y'all,
late
man. I
fall,
can't
early
even tell.
September.
What?
I said I've been through so many seasons with y'all. I just can't tell. I can't tell when shit happens anymore. It's just like I've been here when it's cold, hot, and the
Cold
fucking
again.
bugs is buzzing and shit. We went through it all.
Yeah, the mosquitoes in the
Damn,
backyard.
man, time really has flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's like
Because when you brought up the Jake Warwick thing, that was like over a year ago.
mhm.
Yeah, like I said, we was out there freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this nigga decided to wear his little slippers, whatever the hell them Jones was.
Vans.
Them Jones was
I was gonna say you had on slippers.
No, fuck no. Yeah, I have Vans.
nigga feet was cold as shit.
He said we weren't gonna be out there for that long, so I figured it wasn't gonna be like a big deal, and I didn't think it was that cold either. But we was out there so long,
I was
the
gonna say
sun
we
ended
definitely
up.
made it look like it was normal out there.
Yeah, the sun ended up going down, and you know what happens in Maryland when the sun goes down.
Man, it was by the wood lines and shit. So
Yeah,
Bro.
pretty cool.
But
Not
was
cool, but pretty
but that
cool.
was real fun though. I think that was earlier.
That's a grown man move right there.
This
I
nigga-
just want to
Come
say
on,
that.
bro. Like
I just want to say that.
can't stop watching football for a split second and shit.
Yeah, y'all seen that catch right there, Slum. Y'all
Oh,
say the same
man.
thing.
Okay.
But
With,
yeah.
like back to the whole 2021 shit.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since I got the computer back, I've been like heavy in the lab for real. Like I did the editing for the film. I did like multiple tracks for the mixtape that's gonna come out next year. I already know, cause that's what I have planned for. Like as far as my goals for next year, like that's gonna be big for next year. Is like getting those mixtapes and albums and stuff out. Cause I told like Abe, I told you, like right now I'm sitting on 4 of them, and including like, well, that's in conjunction with the EP that I plan on putting out, which a lot of people aren't even aware of how much I've literally been writing since I didn't have a computer to like put everything together. The book that I put together with the poetry was 90% done in a span of like 2 months, and that's over 100 poems. And like over matter of fact, not 100 poems, but 100 pages worth of work.
Damn, so that means that's probably what you needed for that computer to break.
Yeah, which is the reason why I didn't fret over it. I didn't look at it as a setback. Really, I really just looked at it as an opportunity to do other things besides just being on the computer. Like, that's how I look at setbacks now. I was like, okay, maybe I need to be doing something different, and I don't deviate from what I'm originally here for. Like, writing is a huge portion of my life. So whether I don't have the ability to do it on a computer, or if I do have, or if I do, I'm still gonna adhere to what I'm here for, is to write. And I'm never going to stop that. Unless my hands come off, that's the only way I see that happening. Even then, I'll try and figure out a way to do it. I'll probably start writing with my teeth or some shit.
Yeah, I thought about the teeth too, but I was like, man, nah, you probably have to go with your feet first.
That too, bruh. You out here looking like a monkey for real. Man, I'm definitely gonna try my hand at everything, and no pun intended. But
All right, big brother Ted, what you got going on?
Oh, were you done?
yeah, I mean, technically I was finished. I didn't have much else to do. I mean, if I had really the idea of putting everything out there, this podcast would go on forever.
What did you accomplish this year?
Yeah, just this year. I mean,
Okay.
sounds kind of cocky, but it's honest.
Which is what I told you a few minutes ago. Mike is humble sometimes, but sometimes he can cross the line.
Yeah, at that point, it's just honesty.
I guess. Also depends on delivery, so I guess you passed that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too. But yeah, you have the floor now. We'll jump into like what I plan on doing later on. But
Okay.
then,
Yeah. I've accomplished a world of a lot this year. I haven't even thought about it. I thought about it, but I didn't really gather specific information as far as like, specific number wise about things. But I was going to, because I was going to make an end of the year post sometime this week, because New Year's is what? Next Saturday?
yeah.
Yeah, because Christmas was yeah. So by the time this drop, this will be Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just the rundown when it comes to like the content creating, like skit wise, we've done so many like skits first and foremost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then once you throw in like the TikToks and the fake little prank videos and stuff like that, it's just that by itself.
That's a large body of work.
It's a large body of work.
Damn, what did I miss? I never seen no prank videos.
Oh, I got a couple of 'em. I did a couple in the beginning of the year, and then one that I did with Mike and the other Mike. I think, what was that? When did I drop that? Like last week or something?
Yeah,
Like,
something like that.
yeah, that was last week. So, the ones I did earlier in the year was with my friend named Lucky or whatever.
Isn't that the tall chick?
Yeah, which I think she's moving back this way. So
What the hell?
what?
I thought she was like staying down there for good.
Well, the pandemic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we kind of thought that it would be phasing out. I mean, which at a point in time it did. Technically, it was phasing out. Once people started ignoring like the guidelines and stuff like that, people started being back outside and stuff, and it wasn't a lot of cases popping. Things was kind of getting back to normal until recently,
Mm-hmm.
these last month or two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that kind of, especially since she was like in China, where obviously the origin, I ain't gonna say obviously, but allegedly
Yeah.
the origin of the whole ordeal, they probably might be feeling some some type of way about Americans or something.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah. So outside of that, Obviously, the photo shoots. I probably done like 30 photo shoots this year. Somewhere along those lines.
It's quite a bit.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's only 52 weeks in a year, so average is almost one a week. Obviously, niggas done did 3, 4 in 1 week, and then you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then
But-
just took a break and shit.
Yeah, but yeah, average is about one a week.
You also got to take into consideration the pandemic and shit. People don't want to get together as much as they used to. So
Yeah, which really, because before the pandemic, photography was like super booming. You know what I'm saying? And it was like lucrative booming. And then the pandemic hit, and like Mike said, people ain't want to get together. But now it's kind of getting, I don't know. Like I said, this new variant, it's kind of messing everything up again. You know what I mean?
yeah, shit's starting to just fluctuate out of control.
Yeah. So it was like it was getting back to the point where I'm starting to pick up like weddings again and surprise birthday parties. You know what I mean? The stuff that's really like paying me, because I can charge by the hour, and then the bigger the event, the more I can charge. Like I can charge for a wedding. You know what I mean? Somebody's doing a surprise birthday party, I can charge for that. You know what I mean? And I mean, don't get me wrong, the regular little stuff is good too, but I gotta grind those to really eat. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Versus like if I do a wedding and then I just don't get booked for a shoot for the rest of this month, I'll be okay with that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Versus like if I do a regular shoot, I would need to do about maybe 5, 6 of those in a month to be okay, and that's not always certain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just I've done a lot this year. It's really hard to just sit here because I'm not that kind of person that really, you know what I'm saying, like to go above and beyond. But
Yeah.
yeah, I will say as far as like monetization goes, I am monetized on like my biggest achievements I feel like this year was being monetized on certain platforms. Like I'm monetized on YouTube. I got that this year. Twitch, I recently just got that. I want to say like 2 weeks ago. Instagram, I got that probably 2-3 months ago. And am I missing anything? It must not be paying me that good if I'm missing it. Yeah, so that's like a big deal to me because you're really getting paid off like your stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's really, I don't know. It make you see everything differently. You know what I mean? Like when we first set out to do this kind of stuff, we would talk about this stuff, but you know, to see it actually like happening, it's like, oh, this is like happening. Or like when celebrities comment on my stuff, it's like, man, that's interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'll watch somebody on TV and they'll be commenting on my video. Like it's a different kind of feeling,
Yeah.
but it's like motivation at the same time
Mm-hmm.
because they're still where I want us to be eventually.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But I'll save that for the next year preview thing.
Yeah, bro. Because with when you jump into certain lanes and shit, it's just people that you had no idea would even want to follow you and shit that start following you that you didn't even know was even checking for you.
Right.
Because I got niggas with blue checks following me. I only got like 400 something followers. So, and it's also, just depends on what your output is and how good your stuff is, really. Like it doesn't matter how good they are compared to what you think you are. Like you're better than what you think you are, for real. Which is something that we had to come to terms with when we first started. We was looking and saying, shit, how the hell we gonna get this shit off the ground? And then once people really started taking a liking to it, it was different. Because we getting comments from niggas. Like I remember, this will forever be in my head when Ave put out the Power Ranger video, and the Power Rangers started commenting on this
Yeah.
shit, bro.
And it still happens because when on Halloween I dressed up as a Power Ranger. And I posted a picture because we went to the street meet downtown in Georgetown, and I had the Red Ranger fit on, and I posted the picture, and a couple of them comment on it. Like it's like it's surreal. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, niggas grew up loving these people,
Right.
you know, and now they fucking with me. They fucking with us. You know what I mean? So it's like it just keep you motivated because you have those times where you just feel, man, I can get this shit up for real. You know what I'm saying? Well, this shit ain't going nowhere for real. And then it'll be something like that happens. Or like I was saying earlier, Instagram send me something saying, yo, we've been seeing you posting this and that. Here go a rewards program. You know, if you get these certain amount of views, we'll pay you this. We get that, we'll pay you that. You know what I'm saying? So this stuff like that is really, it's humbling and it's motivating at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's real dope.
Yeah. Like shit, I haven't gotten there yet, but I don't put it past myself to be able to get there. Same thing with you,
Yeah,
Mark.
it
Like
just-
you have the chances. It's just like you just gotta utilize your opportunities.
Yeah, it takes time,
But I
but
figure out what those are.
I mean, nigga, you got tons of opportunities. It's just like you just don't know what your social media niche is.
I don't. I literally just do shit.
Yeah.
I mean that could work for you too.
It could be.
You just gotta
Yeah,
gotta be
I
on
just,
there.
I just be me. Just like, all right, well, boom.
Yeah, like how many people do we see who are lacking in the whole I'm just gonna be me
Yeah.
portion? Like they just wanna be everybody else.
I think the most beneficial thing that I've seen so far of me being me was when Roger happened. Yeah.
Good old Roger.
Yeah,
When Roger
it was
happened.
dope.
With thanks to you, because for real, Roger wouldn't have existed if it wasn't for you.
It actually wouldn't have existed if it wasn't for Jay.
Yeah, it was Jay.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Thinking further back in that day.
Yeah,
But yeah, like ever since then, I think that, you know, that probably was my best thing. And then on top of that, that actually, you know, gave me an idea for shirts. Like, first of all, I can't tell you how many people laughed about the whole fruit snacks line.
yeah,
So, and I was just like, yeah, fruit snacks is basically, obviously at this point, fruit snacks is the currency right now. So, like, yeah, where people was just like going off about the whole fruit snack shit.
right.
So, you know, and that was just me being me. Like, if I literally had an altercation with somebody, I mean, of course, I'll be totally more serious, but at the same time, bro, like,
I mean, people know what this is.
Yeah, bro.
yeah, it was just like, yeah, man, you know, that was me, though, just like on some straight foolery type shit.
Yeah, bro. As far as your 2021 is concerned, that like you ended up directing your first video with us, and that was all your original idea, and it turned out terrific.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
So yeah, like it was fun to actually shoot that day. And then you also, when we went up to the school,
Oh, yeah.
like Forestville,
One hood niggas was too cool to dance.
yeah,
Yeah.
did that, and that was a real good turnaround too.
Yeah,
So
Definitely.
got the successful ideas. You know, just got to keep them going. That's all.
yeah, and at the same time, you also got to understand that you can do a lot of these things without us. Like we meet up and stuff like that, but at the same time, we do stuff on our own too. We're not always over here with each other and shit.
Yeah,
I recorded an entire album in 2020 in my basement in a week by myself.
yeah, and I do a bulk of my work by myself too.
Well, I definitely know I'm definitely going to be trying to get into some more projects pretty soon, for sure. And with thanks to this, though, this helped me realize how funny I could be, especially ever since that whole therapist joint.
Bruh, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah,
Recording that was so hard, bro. I can't tell you how many takes we had to do for that.
Yeah, nigga,
And this was because I had Mike bust out laughing, bro,
facts.
which was quite rare.
And one of my notebooks, I still got a script for part 2 too.
Which one?
That one.
Let's do that. For
Yeah,
sure.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you did tell me you had a
yeah.
jump for that.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
See, and
Yeah.
that I think that was a joint idea we came up with on the fly.
Was it?
I'm not sure if or a matter of fact, I had the idea of the name, but I didn't have anything else for it, and we just worked.
I don't even think
The rest of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say we didn't really anticipate it to be as funny as it was. At first, when he shot the idea to me, I thought it was kind of like we knew that we were gonna try to be a little funny, but
Right.
you know, I thought it was just gonna be some more seriousness in it, I guess. And I thought there was like really going to be a revelation to it. So it's just like, you know, basically take a look at your own situation and realize you could do better. But yeah, that joint just turned out to be like hella hilarious. Just trying to shoot this shit, and at that point, it was just like, fuck it. Now we really gonna make this a comedy joint.
Right.
Yeah, bro. That day, I was done, bro. This nigga, like the fact that none of that was scripted made it even funnier.
Kept constantly coming up with new shit to say, and that was a banger every time.
Son, this nigga, like his improv comedy is terrific, bro. Like that's one thing that he's really good at because of how calm and collected he sounds, but at the same time, it's funny.
Yeah. I feel like that's my biggest strength too. I like improv comedy. I don't like scripts for real.
Yeah. I don't think I can pull script. I mean,
can't muzzle the comedy.
I don't know if I can pull scripts off, but you know, just
I
looking
mean,
at
you
it
already did.
Right now.
Jake Ward, scripted.
That was a slight script though.
Yeah, it was
like
good. It really wasn't too much to remember, and like only had like a couple words to say, and that was at the very end.
Cause he's killing.
So
Yeah.
And they killed 2 people.
yeah.
Well,
And I
technically he didn't.
And I think I only had like one.
I was gonna
had
say,
like
you
one
know,
line.
Ted was left on the cliffhanger for that one. He just hit the ground,
Yeah.
and I laughed at him. So
Yeah, but
yeah.
at the same time, he technically didn't even kill you because it was just in his head. So
Right.
yeah,
And we also had a semi-viral video this year too, which plan to have more next year.
which one
what
was,
was
that? I forgot.
About the when you know the dude that you're robbing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. We
Yeah,
posted
that-
that video.
the dude that we robbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
he
yeah,
wasn't in it.
he
Though.
wasn't in it. Yeah.
It was Tibbs, Mike, and Abe in it.
Yeah. And I was robbing Tibbs and Mike, and then when I noticed Tibbs, I was like,
Was that the joint at the park?
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That don't semi-viral.
Yeah, that joint
On
went
the
on.
Hoods
It
and
was on the
News
DMV.
page.
Yeah, DMV
Yeah.
Hoods and News. Like that one and the what was scamming and jamming shit. The joint you and Mark.
Yeah.
did.
Oh
Yeah.
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 That I seen a lot of people like that one for sure.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. People definitely was vibing with the content. Like my
Hey.
following's grown super big this year because of that kind of stuff.
So that nigga Tibbs still ain't hit us up about that video. Is that I don't even have the motherfucker no more.
But I think he got a copy of it too, though, right?
He does, but I don't
Yeah.
even know
I
if he
think
downloaded this
you
shit
might
for
have
real.
sent me it. I think you sent me a copy too.
Yeah, but
You talking about with the one we shot up at the mall?
mhm.
Oh man, but behind the mall.
Well, the little shopping center and shit wasn't in the mall. It was a little shopping center behind it. Oh, on the other side.
Same thing. That's a mall too. But yeah, Ted dropped that job about 5 years from now, or something. You know.
Hey,
Yeah, Throwback Thursday.
yeah, I ain't got that shit no more, bro. I remember, cause that day we shot that one, and the when your friend is an alcoholic.
Yeah, we shot that here. Yeah.
And that joint was actually funny.
It was. When I saw the comments that somebody thought I said Asian asses, I died. Like,
Hey, that was
yeah.
Caretha who
Yeah.
said that.
Silly. She's so silly.
that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, that. Yo, it was a whole lot of like good times,
Yeah.
especially during like even without the filming, we managed to get a whole lot of stuff like off our chest as far as like talking wise, not even just
Yeah.
dealing with the whole aspect of the comedy shit or just skits and filming.
Because we still got the podcast.
Yeah, the
which
podcast shit.
We've literally every week this year we drop one.
Yeah, we hit 50 episodes this year.
Yeah.
Damn, we ain't got no anniversaries and shit going on.
I tried to do it. I tried with Mike. You know, he was being all funny and stuff.
What do you
man.
mean that?
Like, you know, technically we already hit 50.
We
but this
did.
and that, yeah, I'm like every time I try to put a little celebration together, he always like, you know.
But no, I never.
Rain cloud or something.
I never did that shit over a celebration. No, I did that.
Man. I mean, Bailey wanted the little Thanksgiving though. For
Oh shit! Now he trying to down me. That macaroni and cheese is kind of sound like it's not gonna make it over here.
There you go.
See,
But nah, we definitely accomplished a lot this year.
yeah, bro, tons of stuff,
Yeah.
and it's stuff that a lot of us completely forgot about, cause you didn't even remember that you had done the little when your friends too cool to dance shit. You didn't even remember that shit.
Like shit, yeah. And I was gonna say that's my idea. Yep,
Yeah,
totally
your
forgot about
idea,
that.
He
and
just got bad memory. Then.
and he edited
It
that
ain't-
video himself.
It ain't like he just got a smorgasbord of content and shit.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, he edited that shit at my
Which I was
house,
super busy too though. So
and I let that nigga edit this shit at my house. And this nigga was sitting at the computer and just telling me, he was like, "Oh, so how do I do this? How do I do that?" And then this nigga was like, he did it, and that shit turned out well.
yeah, great. Producer, engineer now. It's all right, man.
And now he gonna try and get on the album or the mixtape and shit that we got planned. You gonna be the MC for the whole process. That shit gonna be.
January 1st, and kicking and screaming.
He
January 1st, right?
Yep, straight jackets and all.
Yeah, this Saturday.
didn't deny it.
Yeah, bro.
So January 1st.
is in the works. I was
Nah,
actually,
yeah.
I was actually mad though because I was gonna start doing little clips and shit for my shit. The last podcast I did with a friend, and when I tried to get into my Anchor would just like try to give me hella problems.
Whoa, for real? Like what?
Yeah, they was like, you gotta contact us because your profile is disabled. I was like, bro, I just made this joint like a few days ago, and I was just like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go ahead because the way I'm like recording my stuff now is just like here and there type of stuff, and that's not really like the best quality I really want. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to do Anchor too. That joint,
What the other people use then?
they use Anchor. What I found out, they use Anchor. They're using Anchor.
Okay.
So, and at first I thought they was just kind of like recording because the way they was doing it was based off of their phone. They got a mic where they can actually connect to their phone, but they got Anchor set up on their phone.
Yeah, that's why I use it.
So I was like, oh, okay, but I didn't know that until after they had sent it and tagged me in it.
Right.
And I
Okay.
was like, oh, okay. So I was like, first I was like, why we got to watch it on Spotify? And then I seen that it was connected to Anchor. I was like, oh, okay, true shit. But when I tried to do mine that same night, it was just like they were trying to get me hella problems on it. And so it was just like, and I had to go through this whole contacting process. And I was just like, all right, cool, well, fuck it. I'm going to just go ahead and record it however I can. And also,
Yeah, if you got a good mic, it works both ways. Like the Head for the Hills podcast, we record this over the phone on Anchor.
I also was trying to videotape it as well, but I guess the setting on my camera, it stops. The
I've been told
shutter,
that.
it stops. So I was just like, all right, well, fuck it then. I was like, all right, well, I got what I got from there. And still constantly trying to record because I was also recording for my shit along with them recording from theirs.
Yeah, I bet say that about the camera. That's why I said that's why I said we got to start. My boss like we got to start incorporating commercials and stuff like that because your camera it's a 10 to 12 minute interval. Well, mine's is 30 minutes because I got a upgrade now.
He got that fancy shit.
But with the big body cameras like y'all got now, it's like 10 to 12 minute intervals.
Like y'all got now we lesser men and shit.
Nah, I'm not saying because I
Was rocking with the fatty bag little camera for years.
But the thing is, I like when I do the TED Talks, like the Jones, like I had to stop after every 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was incorporating like my little gameplay videos or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you gotta fill in the space when you gotta make space. You know what I'm saying? Or you could just transition to the next segment. But I feel like because more people watching our stuff now, it'd be cool to just stop promoting the stuff that don't get as much draw in the meantime while they're watching something that do get views. You know what I mean? But yeah, you just got to work around that. That's all.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. But no, it's just like really at this point, I'm really, of course, worried about is just recording, like having that whole setup. So there's certain little things and little gadgets that I went out to purchase and everything just to make it happen a little bit more smoothly. Because like I said, I'm trying to get y'all in there at this point. I'm done with waiting and shit. We're like,
As you should be.
We just gonna get into it. So, at this point, whenever we got time, man, when we can jump on it, we can jump on it. We can do what we can do. And honestly, so the type of mic that I have at this point, really, it could cover all three of us.
Okay.
Because I was literally, the last time I did it and I was recording, that one mic was picking up everything.
Right. Especially if we like sit around it.
Yeah.
We'll be
like,
good.
Yeah, like it was really picking up everything.
Right.
So, we just go from there at that point and get the other little necessities along the way in due time.
Right.
Yeah, that nigga Mark got money and shit. He be buying that fancy shit.
Man, that's what it is, man.
It's always
got to put it to use.
It's always nice to have a rich nigga on your side and shit.
There you go.
That rich shit, bro.
Yeah, this nigga a thousandaire and shit. That's rich shit to niggas like us and shit.
Yeah, whenever you ready, I'm ready, man. I'm a worker, so I just be ready to work. That's all.
Yeah, that too.
Right now, what I have planned, I actually might have a little bit. I might end up having a little bit more time, but the reason why I'm trying to make more time because of course there's other things that I would literally need to put some more focus into to solidify that more because there's actually things that are actually becoming a higher priority at the moment. So there's gonna be some people that's gonna be disappointed, and then
Hey,
you got to make a little waves in order to go ahead and have a good surf.
comes with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like,
so that's coming down, but once that's set in stone, once I really get that ball rolling a little bit with some good momentum, then I'm gonna try to have a consistent schedule for the podcast and everything,
Right,
having this
right.
come through and all that.
Right.
Because like I said, like I got plans. I'm gonna be hella busy. Like I'm about to get back into like doing home renovations and building houses again and homesteading and all that. Your boy gonna be busy because everything that I picked up and learning, I'm trying to turn and flip it into $1. So
Right. Hey, we need help with that. Hit me up sometime, man.
yeah, man. If you want homestead and start helping out with some chickens and shit like that, man, it is what it is.
Come out. You building the house, I come put the front door on or something.
Come for the front door.
Yeah, like literally, like I'm legit about to get into building houses. Like first and foremost, I already said it that I'm buying land and I'm building my house.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I'm a type of person. Like first and foremost, I can't tell somebody else how to build a house. If you want to make sure that you can hire people to do it, but that's extra money being dished out on top of like for real, you building your house, you can actually save money doing that. And on top of that, you making sure that your house is being built the way you want it. You know what's going into it. You know where everything is. You're making sure it's done correctly. So it's just like, yeah. And I've seen people do that.
Yeah, I don't trust myself.
And the way
Now,
Mark gonna build that shit, that's
when it
gonna
comes
be
to
a
making
death trap.
when it comes to making the blueprint, of course I'm gonna get some assistance to that. I'm gonna have the ideas of what it is that I want.
Yeah, you need the
putting
architect.
putting the blueprint together, but it's for actually like building the house itself. Like I'm actually gaining knowledge to do that.
Oh yeah, I don't trust myself enough for that.
So,
That nigga Mark gonna be building the house and shit. The fucking floor gonna fall out.
So what's the little book with the pigs and all that?
Oh yeah, the three little pigs.
That's how my shit gonna be.
Bro, his house gonna be like the remember that little old abandoned building in Kazam and shit?
Oh yeah.
Nigga fell from the top floor all the way to the basement.
Man, my shit gonna be
yeah,
house made out of straw.
like,
and shit.
so I actually got something that legit is actually teaching me how to do that shit
that's dope.
from the ground up. So it's just like cool and
This is stuff you should have been mentioning earlier.
been mentioned.
Yeah,
I mean, I forgot.
Shit, we gonna go in the wilderness and shit and have a film studio in the wilderness.
Yeah, I'm gonna be building cabins and all that shit, bro. Just for the random.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
'cause
trust
I'm native-
myself with that.
I'm native as hell for stuff like that, but
Mhm.
like, and that's just doing it just because I can. But like, to actually, like I said, flip that into $1,
Yeah, man. When it comes to separating from people, man, that come with it. Like I literally cut off probably like 80% of the people I was talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes it's just if people not feeding into the purpose, then somehow, some way they're taking away from it.
Well, I don't have too many people to cut off. I do and I don't. My circle has been small always.
Yeah, the only difference between your circle and our circle is like we don't fuck the people in our circle. Well, Abe does.
I was gonna say I don't fuck people in my circle either, but
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
A matter of fact, not even allegedly, because that's a lie.
Cause
Yeah, I about to say you did say you.
yeah,
Yeah.
forever trying to carry.
I ain't gonna say it on air, but yeah, just know.
People always try to make it seem like I'm always the lucky one to be able to have such endeavors like that.
We ain't saying you lucky.
Yeah, you said it happens.
Yeah, and you blessed. Like, there's a difference between lucky and blessed.
Nah, I'm not that blessed. Anyway,
Nah, I wouldn't call it blessed.
But yeah, like my circle is small, and so the leaves tend to fall on their own. But when it comes to me actually having to cut, certain things and certain people off, it's actually something that like I have a responsibility for right now. Anyway, like right now, I'm working, but I do well at it, but it's in the way. That's literally right now. I'm just there just to add money to the bank account. Still, that's it. Like that's just another form of income, along with other things else that's supposed to be coming in.
Right.
So it's just like But what I realized is it possibly may have became a comfort zone, and it's just taking more of my time than necessary. So it's just like, I'm allowing this to become dead weight.
Okay.
And eventually it's gonna have to go because, like I said, like to where I want to be, I have to take it far more seriously. I literally have to go ahead and be like, you know what, I need my entire day to do this, and you're not allowing that. So because the responsibility that is needed and given for this, that, and the third, especially for where I work at, there's such a high demand because of so little people that we do have. Me and my colleagues, we can stress out because it's just, where we are right now, they're not properly prepared for it. And I'm not saying me and my colleagues aren't. It's just that for those who are running this shit, they're not properly prepared for it. So now it's just like, all right, cool. Well, hopefully y'all can find y'all team because, I've called it before I started, working with y'all, but this ain't gonna be for me. It was never, meant for me to be there long term. Period. Anyway.
Okay.
So I just don't almost like here collecting money until what I'm really doing is gonna take lift off, and so I really gotta invest more time into it because now I'm gonna become the product of what it is that I allow which I'll make myself into, and I'm not watering my plants how I should. So that's coming up.
My man getting philosophical on this and shit.
Love it.
Gotta water my plants and make sure the fertilizer is set nice.
Mm-hmm. Let the sun in and watch it grow.
He can't tell you what any of this shit means, but it sounds good though.
I can tell you what it means. It's just too much details. Yeah. But like I say, it's coming.
That's what niggas coming. Be saying when they don't know what they mean and shit.
I know on top of that, it's definitely going to develop a better me because I'm not who I want to be or who I used to be, and certain criteria. So,
ESPN getting that the sponsorship, man.
Go ahead, throw me a few quarters, man, for the ESPN, bro.
I'm working on something, man. I'm trying to get a little endorsement with them, man.
Throw me a few quarters, man. I need the arcade money.
Nigga, you already got the arcade money. You got the arcade money, as in you can buy one.
Yeah. Well, let me get my little crumbs in peace, man. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, bro. It's all right, bro.
Oh, we eat together, bro.
We do.
It's just you eating more than everybody else.
I ain't eating. I'm just sitting.
Yeah, we gonna all eat together.
I'm sitting.
We get one of these, get the film house. I'm telling you, man.
This nigga said the 4-of-a-kind house.
That shit gonna be sweet.
Oh yeah, now if we actually get our own house, just to be doing shit like that, yeah, we definitely a problem.
I feel like we're a problem now without the house. I'm just saying with it.
Yeah, we a threat for sure.
Like for real, it don't matter. It don't matter the place we work at. It's all about the effort we put into it.
Yeah, once I get into this Tupac mindset, man, it's gonna be a wrap, man.
Yeah,
I'm close.
I'm inching there, bro.
Getting close, man.
I'm teetering.
This
Yeah.
nigga
Towards Biggie and shit.
yeah. Showing your favoritism. It's okay, bro.
Yeah, I'm teetering.
Yeah.
I'm in and out.
The two and done.
Yeah.
I'm that false Saiyan right now. It's flickering.
Oh shit.
You gotta find a way to get it fully ignited, man.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Now, once that happens, I'm definitely a problem.
What's it gonna take for that to happen?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out.
It's a good one.
I'm trying to figure that out. Just hurry up, and fucking explode and just without remorse. Watch them flames go.
That sounded oddly sexual. That sounded oddly
Leave it to
sexual.
him.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm an erotic writer. Yeah, that wasn't like my first forte. It happens.
I'm
Well,
aware.
You weren't aware when I was writing shit like that. Shut up.
So you
Nah,
gonna
you used to tell me some things that you used to write, man. I'm aware.
Yeah.
I ain't forget about the behemoth.
Oh, bro, let's not talk about that. let's not talk about that, bro. Let's definitely not talk about that.
See,
bro.
like I said, I'm aware.
Yeah, that was like the second book that I wrote that came out, bro. That shit. Yeah.
All right. So I don't know if you got any spoils to spill.
about what?
You got anything coming up for the year? Any
Hell
new
yeah.
activities?
Of course, the nigga got something for the.
I mean,
I'm not a spoiler though. That's more Mike than it is me.
No
What do you
tastes.
What? A spoiler?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, do I like you like to talk about what you got going on? I don't.
Yeah.
'Cause not the bad movie kind of spoiler. You know what I'm
Coming
saying?
soon.
Yeah. Like you like to talk about what you're working on. I really don't. So you have to ask. It's not bad. I'm just saying I don't like to talk. You ask me a question, I just don't like to talk about it.
He comes up with the topic that he doesn't plan on being a part of.
No, I can say what I'm
Just know to be.
I can
there.
give goals,
When it comes, just be there.
I can give goals of what I got, what I'm trying to work towards and stuff like that. But as far as like, that kind of stuff, like what I'm specifically working on. Yeah, this is a bunch of new things in the works.
Yeah.
Not a bunch, but a few new things that I want to try out that's in the works. Other than that, just gonna keep grinding all the content. New Year's Day, which is when this gonna drop, so I don't know why I'm about to plug New Year's Day. Like people not gonna hear this until New Year's. This will be one of 10 pieces of content that I'll be dropping on New Year's Day. I'll be dropping 10 different pieces of content.
The nigga been stockpiling for like months.
You heard it, folks. No less than 10.
10. Yeah, it's not going to be no less than 10. It's going to be 10 on the nose. 10. Brand new TED Talks, new showcase. You'll have this new BTN podcast, a new Head for the Hills podcast. A while ago, I was doing my little signs video. Like signs that, your friend's secretly jealous of you, signs your relationship is over, those type of videos. I got 2 of those coming back out on New Year's Day. 2 brand new ones.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I thought he said science.
No, signs.
I was gonna say just this nigga be walking around in a fucking lab coat and beakers and shit. I guess.
Yeah, I'll be the scientist without the lab.
Little joints bubbling around in the background.
Yeah. Got all black.
Yeah, I asked you about all black. I didn't know if that was gonna be a sore subject to ask about, but I was just like,
New
what happened
Year's-
to all black?
New Year's Day. Yeah.
This is all black.
Yeah. Yeah.
All black.
we because a lot of people, it's like half the skits people already seen, but it's a few that people haven't seen. We did it so fast after we made the other one that it was really just no choice but to just like sit on it for a while. Pause. You know what I'm saying? like we had because remember we was talking about dropping the other one, and we had dropped the other one, and then we just looking like, yo, we could try like drop another one if we want. You know what I'm saying? If we wanted to, like
we had content. I think at that point we only needed like maybe 2 or 3 more, and then
like
we had
skit.
enough.
Yeah. And since then we've done buku.
Yeah, we've done quite a bit of content. since
Yeah.
then.
So, yeah, New Year's Day. That's coming out. Prank video. The whole prank video. You know, people got a taste on Instagram, but the entirety.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you know what we also did in 2021 and didn't talk about,
What's that?
bro? Y'all two like kind of jumped into the whole to the whole serious role together. Remember when we did the short film? We had the gun and you went outside and like that. That was your first time doing a short film for me where you were playing a serious role and had serious lines.
Oh, was it?
Yes, it was.
Okay, I can't remember.
With the gun?
Yeah, 'cause-
A serious
because
role
normal-
with the gun?
Yeah, cause you
Yeah, that doesn't
you
mean-
were left out and y'all was out there by the tree and then he had the gun.
Oh,
So you
yeah.
want
like-
somebody shoot me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that.
was
You don't remember that?
My brother's keeper.
That whole Will Smith and Uncle Phil moment.
Yeah. I don't want me, man.
Yeah.
I forgot. I definitely forgot about that shit.
Yeah, bro. See?
See? Forgetting. I remember everything. I don't know. Maybe
I remember that it happened now, but you got to give me more details. But I forgot that we did it. Yeah, for sure. Just like
Yeah, bro. That was
Yeah.
A's first time doing something like serious and having
'cause
serious lines.
I couldn't turn into Ted. I had to turn into Denzel. I remember I kept saying, yeah. Get my Denzel on, man.
This man, bro. That whole day, man. This nigga, oh yeah, I gotta turn on my Denzel.
We're
bro.
back on. All right, you say you want to do it again? All right, hold on. You know what I'm saying?
so,
You motherfucker.
so I'm gonna see if you're gonna really talk about this and give some details. Like, all right, so are we gonna get back into that whole Power Ranger joint too?
We can.
I
Yeah.
was actually looking forward to that.
I was too. But
like-
I had so many roles for so many people that I thought we was gonna be like consistent. But as usual, it just ends up being
Yeah.
us three.
Yeah, as far as the goals are concerned, like incorporating a little bit more outside work.
That reminds me, I actually might be coming up with a whole new little series as well next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's get it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the concept of that is kind of like a American Horror Story, but
Why always gotta be something scary with you?
Yeah.
Why can't we do nothing? Why can't it be nothing regular on there?
Yeah.
Why always gotta be like
it's
somebody
regular.
haunted
Well,
or you know?
so-
We want to go graveyard.
So,
No bullshit.
the title, I got a title for it, but it's just like real life situations. But of course, it's just like the awareness of certain situations.
We want to shoot it at.
It could be everywhere.
All right. Watch where we end up. Watch where we end up.
It could be,
I want to say watch where we
it
end
could
up.
be
Be like a
here.
fucking Scooby Doo episode.
It could be like it could be here or whatever. But like, cause like the first time I actually was thinking about actually doing it was when, remember, I told you I was going to do it prior to coming up for Halloween, and that's where we was doing the shoot. I was doing the shoot with my friend over there at the graveyard.
Yep.
Yeah. Because my B said you wanted to go to the like abandoned lighthouse or something.
Yeah, it's some
but
shit.
I know. Yeah, it's like
So,
somehow it always.
But see,
got-
the
He
graveyard.
want us to get haunted so bad,
But
bro.
the
I'm
graveyard-
not doing it, bro.
No, but the joint at the graveyard when I was about to shoot with my friend was supposed to be brief. It was really going to be like one quick scene.
That's all
Ghost
it
need
takes.
2 seconds.
That's all it takes. You might not even need that. I don't think they go by time and
Ain't no bull.
So,
Oh, you was thinking about it or you haunted?
so, you know, that was supposed to happen. But then I realized like how much detail, because I start coming up with even more ideas, and I was just like, damn, bro, like this is actually going to take a lot more time. I ain't going to be able to finish this today.
Yeah, you
So
your shit,
I'm just-
time and resources.
Yeah, like no, but like what I wanted to do was quick at the first thought, and then next thing you know, more details came into it, and I was just like, yeah, this is actually turning into a series, so I might as well just wait on this.
Okay.
So, you know, because this was really coming up with scripts and roles and stuff like that.
Yeah, niggas like you need to write all of your ideas down and shit. Your shit, like you forget everything in the middle of filming this shit.
this I didn't forget, but
I'm not going to the graveyard.
I know
Just
for
throwing
a
that
fact.
out
Yeah,
there.
that,
well, you won't have to
All right. Thank
because
you. Have
we
fun.
mean you won't
Have fun, Mike.
You point
Yeah,
to
well,
Dave,
y'all will have to-
exactly. You point to
because-
Dave.
well for that scene itself though, that was only going to be for the victim. There's a victim in the first one. I was gonna
Oh,
shoot.
so Mike
Oh, so
getting
you can be
killed.
filming it yourself. All right, yeah, cool.
Yeah, like and that was the process. Like I was actually doing it with my friend, and so it was just gonna be me and them in there. But you know,
Things happen. Doesn't work out.
trust and believe. I might have some more spookier places for y'all to go to.
No, you
No.
mean you're gonna have more spookier places for you to suggest that we go to, which we're gonna deny.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Don't just make it like you just gonna force us out
Hey,
there.
man, y'all ain't gonna pull up for the homie.
We're not trying to pull up for the homie and the homies and shit, because it's gonna be more than us.
And the former homies.
Yeah, exactly.
Spurs used to be known as homies and all that.
Exactly, bro. It's like, no. He's like, oh, you want to go to Alcatraz? No. Why the hell niggas just want to go there? Why would people want to go to haunted shit?
Then he wanted to go to the abandoned laws, mental laws.
Yeah, mental asylums and shit.
Yeah.
Sounding like
it's always-
Thurston and shit. Like,
It's always,
what's wrong with
it's
y'all?
always
Already
something
been.
that's just. It's always
Already
something.
been.
I'm talking about you said to go shoot.
To go
It's like
shoot
it's
it.
never nothing normal.
Yeah,
You
it's
can't just y'all come to my crib. We can shoot out. You know
I mean,
what I'm
but
saying?
These
that all the-
non-black locations.
People do that all the time.
What?
Shooting little places like that.
And they also end up
Missing.
not missing. I mean, not
Missing.
around
they,
anything.
they still shooting videos. What you mean?
Son,
All right.
niggas show up and just die. And we are the unlucky ones that will probably just show up.
Because we don't want to. Because we the ones that don't want to go. So we gonna be the ones haunted. He gonna go 100 times and never be haunted because he wants to be there. We
Yeah.
don't want to be there, so we gonna be the ones that's getting tormented and Yeah. Oh, I passed.
He's like, oh,
Have a ghost whoops with me. I heard your ass didn't want to be here, punk.
Yeah, damn sure didn't.
son, nah.
And then I put on my best Shaggy impersonation. Run in place for about 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get the fuck out
and
of
then
there.
take and then take off.
Just then imagining that shit. That's hilarious.
Son,
It's gonna
that's how it's
happen,
going. Like, the closest we gonna get to a haunted house is when I drew the haunted house that we went to in the comic.
man.
Well, I mean, in the little cartoon and shit.
Or Six Flags.
Man, how
Six Flags.
do you know your little school ain't haunted?
We didn't go inside the school.
But if you could, would you?
No.
I think you would have.
They ain't gonna tell me.
Nigga, what school you talking about? You talking about the little bird shop?
Yeah, I was gonna say, weren't you a little curious? Like, you trying to see it? Like,
No.
oh man, they boarded it up.
That's all I need to know.
Whole time.
They
like,
did it for a reason.
at one point, we was like, if we could get in that joint and shoot like some horror shit. Like,
that was a long time ago.
And y'all was gonna do it. You
That
was with
long,
it.
long time ago.
You was with it.
Ben changed my
Since
mind.
when we started recording at the beginning, you was going.
Ben changed my mind.
that bitch changed my mind.
What happened? What happened?
They
to
boarded
the
it up.
enthusiasm?
It's a reason they boarded it up.
Oh, so that's
It's
all it took.
There's plenty of abandoned buildings in the area.
So that's all it
that's
takes.
not
is,
boarded up.
All it takes is a couple of planks to deter you.
Yeah. Like somebody came there one day and was like, "Yo, having this joint closed down ain't good enough. Board up everything."
Active imagination.
All right, I'm just saying.
Hey,
How many other abandoned buildings around here that's not boarded up? Plenty.
Yeah, like,
There's a reason why somebody was just like, "Yo, I don't know what that was. Board all this shit up, son."
yeah.
and that was the reason, huh?
Yeah, you the type of nigga that if you see like a cross painting in like the middle of the fucking yard or some shit, you're like, oh, I wonder what's inside that house.
Nah, I'll be the first one to bring it to y'all attention.
Don't bring it to me.
Don't bring it to my attention. I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, I don't care.
Like, yeah, bro, I don't know about this, man. Y'all think this means something?
Like, if it's a pentagram on a door, you'll be the one that open it.
Nah, no, sir.
Yeah, you probably would.
Oh, that looks interesting.
Right.
Yeah, bro. Like, you have. I ain't gonna lie to you. You got white people instincts when
Yeah,
it comes
I
to
wish
horror
you-
shit.
I wish you a very successful series, but I'll be super part time ish. But yeah, we definitely can get back into the whole Power Ranger thing. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I thought that was really gonna be like a thing.
It is gonna be
Yeah.
a thing.
And
I was
then-
taking that role so seriously.
and then incorporating other people into the joint and shit. Like, oh, I ain't tell you that Brianna said she wants to be a part of the filming and stuff like that when the summer rolls around.
Who's Brianna? Oh, Greenleaf.
Yeah,
Hey, Bri.
yeah. Been talking to her for a little bit about some very productive stuff.
Happy New Year.
Talking.
She's married.
Yeah, she is.
Mike's not that kind of guy.
I'm definitely not.
I'm that kind of guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
Yeah.
since when did certain things like that stop you?
Well, we're talking about him.
Yeah. At one point, I was that type of guy, though. I ain't gonna lie.
See,
You're not.
surprise.
He's not now though.
Surprise, surprise.
I mean, I was like the girl that I was talking about in like the podcast prior. She was married at one point, and then she left him and started fucking around with me, because she was like, "Oh, you were so nice to me," and she was like, I could have never gotten out of my marriage if it wasn't for you or some shit like that, because her marriage was actually horrible.
So you breaking up happy homes is what you're saying?
No, it wasn't happy at all. She
we breaking up the home.
nigga,
Every home that could be happy every day. You breaking it up though.
nigga, if somebody is
I'm trying to talk your way out of it.
yeah, if
Just
somebody's
ask the question.
verbally and physically abusive, that's definitely not a good place to be in.
Go get a divorce.
Yeah, certain
That's her job, not to come to you.
certain people aren't like,
Cheater. Does she listen to this?
huh?
Does she listen to this?
I don't even talk to her no more.
I'm about to cheater. Just in case you hear it, cheater.
Yeah, I don't give. I honestly,
I get a load of this guy, Mark. Breaking up homes.
I told you I wouldn't. Y'all keep saying, "Oh, you're such a great person."
Why be on need to the summertime? What's wrong with spring?
I don't know. Like that's what she told me.
You don't ask enough questions, man. It couldn't be me, man. Hey, why we gotta wait till summertime, son?
Well, it could be like
Why we gotta wait at all? It was 70 degrees yesterday. Why we gotta wait? Why we gotta wait?
she goes to school too. So
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah.
All right, you lucky.
Oh yeah, son. You know what we also didn't talk about for the 2020 shit,
What?
bro? We ended up filming for Mike's documentary for his mom.
You gonna bring that up?
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna bring that up. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell the story if you want to. I'm not bringing. Nah, I'm not bringing.
So
that
that's oh
up. Lost a piece of my heart that day.
yeah, Nick. Yo, that shit hurt.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna hold you like that story, man. Good lord. His mom's a terrific person, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, definitely dope.
Like at the end of the podcast, I just wanted to give her a hug, but I couldn't because, you know, it's the whole like paranoia, the pandemic thing and shit. Understandable. I just wanted to, but I couldn't.
Yeah, we just like was, you know. Well, no, I had a mask on that day. That's right. Because I remember in my head I kept complaining and stuff. Man, it's been like 3 hours. I still got this going on.
Yeah. Bro, I hated having to wear that shit in the house, bro. I was like, come on, bro. Cause I'm not accustomed to wearing masks all day like everybody else is and shit. And plus, I had a little strap, normal little jump everybody else wearing and shit. That jump be catching your ear and shit.
Yeah, I had my little Star. I miss that little Star Wars jump. That jump was so comfortable.
Yeah, bro. You had the little clutch, little cloth jumps and shit. I ain't had that. So, but yeah, that day was actually tough.
Definitely wasn't about to bring that up.
Man.
Oh yeah, but we did. That's the day we went to the bodega though, right?
Yo, he shut up about the damn bodega.
Bodega.
Nigga, we went to it.
Silver Spring looking like New York.
It was a Chinese restaurant, nigga, talking about a bodega.
The whole little, you know how in New York it'd be the whole little strip. It'd be a bunch of stores on the strip. You know what I'm saying? You could see like niggas live at the top of the joint and all that. That's what that's just a bodega.
It's
man.
not a fucking bodega.
Man, that shit was like that. You look at the picture, you go like, damn, what was in Brooklyn, the Bronx?
Oh yeah, I remember you asked me to take a picture and shit,
Yeah.
and there was a nigga that walked past and shit. He was like, hey, yo. He's talking about the bodega and shit. This,
I'm like, look, everybody.
He's like, yo, give me something about it. He was like, oh yeah, what you want, man?
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was fun to actually be out there and shit. It was a fun day given the amount of emotion that came from it.
Yeah.
Cause that day we was over there for like a good 4 or 5 hours and shit.
Yeah. Mike almost got us killed going out there.
Yeah, this nigga in his road rage.
Yeah. Wild driving, man.
There's no bullshit. Hey, yo, get the fuck over! Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah. Keep swerving. I'm gonna show y'all how to swerve. Come on.
Bumper to bumper traffic and shit. Trying to do feats of fuck.
I'm not riding with this nigga no more. So
No bull.
That's we going to the mall. That's it. So I'm like, that's his boundary. The mall, the street. Y'all want to swerve? I'm gonna show y'all how to swerve. I'm like, come on, Slim. It ain't that deep, bro.
We ain't going. Niggas ain't go that far since.
Now,
matter of fact, you did. You actually went. I forgot. Where did y'all go after that? Cause I think you went to like a photo shoot or something that he had.
No, that was me.
I know it was you.
I had the photo shoot.
All right. So
no, the only time we went super far was that, and when we went to go feed the homeless, and that was in DC.
Oh yeah, that's what you was talking about.
Yeah.
It was like when y'all went to go feed the homeless, and that nigga was doing that extra shit.
Yeah, somebody cut him off or whatever, and then he was like on super get back. I'm like, bro, we about to die because you want to get back, bro.
I can imagine look on y'all faces, bro.
Nigga, I wasn't there.
Yeah, he was like, I didn't mean to scare you, but I'm like, bro, I'm not scared. I'm like, bro, you just almost killed us. I'm like, I'm trying to talk to you right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand everybody got to die one day, but bro, you really was just about to throw our lives away on some get back shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, normal niggas, I ain't gonna say normal because what I'm about to say is far from normal. Average nigga get road rage, he might get out and shoot somebody. Like, bro, you was about to swerve your car back in front of somebody else's van. One, we probably wasn't gonna hurt them anyway because the van was just like super big. Two, we was gonna die. Just because they cut you off. Like, bro, let it go. It happens. It happens, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't about to shoot a nigga, that's the only revenge, like, I would feel not comfortable with, but appease me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you willing to kill me to get revenge? Come on, bro.
Yeah, it's like,
There you go, man.
don't put my life in danger over some shit that you could do on your own.
Please. Please don't. Please.
So that
But yeah, Mike a good dude, though.
he is.
Yeah.
He just piss poor excuse for a road rager.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely was a dope year. And definitely looking forward to making more leaps and bounds this upcoming year.
Yeah. So you got so much stuff on the way.
Yeah.
Like, just in our own own respective circle. We ain't even gonna talk about the people like on somewhat outside of this that's making moves as well.
Yeah. Well,
Because I have conversations with people that's really trying to get out there and do shit, and they want to incorporate me into it, and also incorporate like everybody, not just matter of fact, not just me, but incorporate everybody into it, and to make sure that everything is like on the up and up technically. Because a lot of people ain't heard from Cortez and the Brick and shit. Like, yeah, he was on 2 podcasts and ain't heard from him since the man trying to get his shit in order.
right.
And I'm proud of this man for that. He took like a break from social media and all that shit. He used to be a nigga who was heavy on social media, getting a lot of his shit. Like, he was on, I think at one point he might have been monetized.
I don't think so. When I talked, because the last time I talked to him was a few months ago, and he was that's the last thing we was talking about, like getting monetized.
Okay.
So yeah, so
But yeah,
he
he
might
was,
as well because he was getting views.
yeah, he was incredibly consistent with his shit. And like matter of fact, like all of the shit that I saw was all original shit from, well, even if it wasn't, that was my first time saying it from him.
Yeah, I'm about to say because a lot of TikTok is just reenactments. So, but no, he does have a lot of original stuff too,
I
though.
was gonna say he had some witty shit.
Yeah.
I'm still bust out laughing for that. Tricks is for kids, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's just like hella consistent. He really funny dude naturally.
Yeah.
Which you wouldn't get from just meeting him and shit. Cause he's like a real buff looking dude and shit. He's like just.
I mean, if you knew him, then yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about if you first meeting him, he doesn't seem that way. But then you got people like Tibbs and shit. We talk about
when they start talking, you realize what's
Yeah,
happening.
that's all about
Yeah.
saying.
Like, when he sit quiet, you can't read him at all.
I'm about to say all
Shit.
Bucks. That nigga's funny as shit.
he is.
Yeah.
And shit, niggas like Tibbs doing this shit. He doing his thing and shit, like getting his, like doing more of his like battle rap stuff, and also getting his life in order. I ain't gonna get too much into like his personal life, but I'm proud of like everybody I'm around.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga Mike doing his thing and shit, like making sure his life and as well as family's life is in order and shit like that. We're making moves towards the future, which I really appreciate. And not only is this coming from just the male portion of like even some of the females that I'm coming into contact with are doing the same, but it doesn't give me that same feeling as what I feel from like the men I'm around, because we have such a bad stigma of just not being able to do shit or not wanting to do shit and being like negative in general.
Facts.
And then now seeing all of that shit sort of like breaking apart, like we're not a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I love to see it.
Yep. And from day one, that's always like what I was always like saying about trying to create an alternative for people that look at this area and all they think is like street niggas, hood niggas, and just creating an alternative. And it's something I kind of want to speak on too, since you brought it up.
Okay.
And it's like I felt like, in a sense, we made it cool to be around here and do this kind of stuff. Because now you see more and more people starting to do it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And like at first, it's like a lot of niggas had the little too cool for school mentality.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And now niggas will pull me to the side sometimes and be like, yo, damn, hey, how you be doing the little YouTube stuff? I was thinking about doing it. When the same nigga done told me, like, you know, nah, I don't know, YouTube, that's only for certain kind of people and stuff like that. Or damn, you really be on that TikTok junk. Like, man, you be fucking that shit up. When niggas used to be like, yo, what is a grown man doing on TikTok? Remember that?
Yeah.
Multiple niggas saying shit like that. Now is, damn, you be getting paid from that shit for real? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I've been like had a strategy, but niggas don't believe you until
you do it.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Until they see the results.
Right, and it's like everybody was just too cool. Oh, TikTok for kids and this and that. Like, yeah, okay, I see what other people was doing on TikTok. I want some of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, I don't know, but I do say like we definitely, the plan is working. I will say that and shit.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if it only affects a few people at first, but it only takes one person in order for it to trickle down to others. So I mean, you changing the mindset one person at a time. So that's also something I'm very appreciative of. And I didn't even know that was the case for you. And just hearing that makes a lot of this seem worth it too.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if we're able to change people's mindsets, then that makes more of a difference than just putting out content that gets a whole bunch of views.
Facts. Like that's how y'all got me, and I'm now saying the same shit to other people. Like now, like literally, I was in a stuck place where it's just like, I kind of want to do it, but I don't know. And then next thing you know, getting around y'all, and I'm just doing it. Now I'm literally like saying the same thing with people who've been had ideas or been talking about the same ideas longer than I have. And now, like when I'm helping them out, I'm like, nah, man, let's just do it.
Yeah, just
like
do
every
it.
time I'm around them, they like, I got this idea. All right, cool, let's start recording now.
Yeah, just do
Like
it.
I'm pulling the camera out, everything. They just like, all right, let's get to it. And they be like, are you sure? Like, yeah, let's just stop talking about it because we could talk about it forever.
And that's why I said when you were saying like what I have like specifically planned and stuff like that. That's my mentality right there. Is people could talk forever. I'm not really a talker no more. I rather just even if you talking to somebody and they don't want to do that specific idea. If you got your camera on you could do. It's been plenty of times where we was talking about doing specific stuff, but now we ain't got all the resources. But since we got our cameras, let's just go outside and do something anyway. Let's do something else. You know what I'm saying?
And the fact that you can visually see that you actually did something, it's gonna kind of opt you to be like, damn, bro, like, am I really gonna not finish this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna look at it and be like, nah, I want to finish.
And then, because a lot of people, they also think a lot about what other people gonna say about the video and stuff like that too. And then once you start getting like a little love, then that's when they be like,
first and foremost, like, you just can never forget what your idea was in the first place. That's what it is. Like, when you really start thinking about what other people gonna say and do, then that means you already lost your idea. That the whole reason why you had the idea in the first place.
Facts.
That spark. You can't lose that shit.
Facts.
So especially when it comes to cameras, that's like one of the best things. You see what your idea is. It's not just sitting in the back of your head anymore. It's a physical reality now that you get to see. So, like, come on, yeah. So you gonna want to finish the shit. That's why I just tell people, I'm like, all right, man, well, fuck it, let's just do it.
Nothing like it. Videos, pictures, like all these were ideas.
Yep.
And then,
so even the house and the chairs we're sitting on, these were all ideas at one point.
yeah.
And now it's become a tangible thing because someone took the time out to put their ideas to work. Like, Earth was originally an idea. If you want to get philosophical about it, Earth was an idea, and then it just boom.
There it is.
So, hey, man, like, let's just be, just be different. Shit, like, just appreciate the fact that we can do shit.
Yeah.
Cause honestly, there's a lot of people out here that have all these ideas, but will continuously sit on them because they're too afraid to just jump into it.
Yeah. And if that's y'all, there's two different lanes you can take. One, you could just swallow your fear and pride and get to it. Or just send us the ideas. We'll do it for you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit, you had to throw some buffoonery in there somewhere.
You know what I'm saying? You got a notebook full of ideas. I ain't gonna never do this. You know what I'm saying? Send them this way, man. We got you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my thing about that is now this, like, you can always record. It's up to you whether you gonna post it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I mean,
but like when you record, at least you already still got you got the material done.
right.
So I mean,
might-
if
might
anything, if
as
you're
well
gonna
post
sit, if you're gonna sit on anything, it's better to sit on something than sit on nothing.
Yeah.
So just do that, and then like I guess eventually, either you wait for you to get comfortable, or you just keep taking a look at that material that you've done, and you be like, you know what, I think I did all right, man, fuck it, just throw it out there, put out a couple materials every now and then and see how it takes. Oh, that ain't work out too well, whatever. Well, let me try another one, and then that might hit.
Yeah.
And then so for one, all it takes is one time.
One time. That's it.
Yep.
Now you go be like, damn, man, now I'm capable of something. Just go for it, or at least just record this shit. Because like I said, it's in the privacy of your own hands and possession right now.
Yeah,
It's up to you whether or not you're gonna post it.
Shit, a lot of people just be sitting there just like, man, why the hell can't it? Like, why isn't my shit popping like everybody else's and shit like that? That'd be the big deterrent for a lot of people. They is like, oh, like I want to go viral off of this. Like it deserves to go viral, some shit like
Comparison is the most highway robbery that you could ever do to yourself.
that. Yeah.
Unless you're doing
Stop
it.
comparing.
Unless you're doing it for a good reason. Because I had that mindset too. You know what I'm saying? But what happened with me, what it made me do was it made me go study and see like specifically what it is that niggas is doing. Everybody posting stuff, so it got to be just more to it than that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was to get 1 million views and I don't have 1 million views, I'm gonna be like, damn, Mark shit popped off. I'm gonna study you. What time is this nigga posting? What day is this nigga posting? What type of stuff is he posting? How is he posting it? What is he saying in his captions? What his hashtags look like? I literally like went and studied a lot of shit. And then just start trying shit. And then when stuff was working, make mental notes. When it wasn't working, kind of make mental notes, even though you're going to be like, that shit going to work next time anyway. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But as long as you don't turn it into like a jealousy in a negative light.
Right.
Yeah, people
then
they care about competition.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is everybody be like in these secret competitions and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which unfortunately a lot of people are still doing now.
Yeah, of course. But nah, at the end of the day, like you said, you got the idea, put it out there. If you're a content creator, create.
And you know what you're doing it for.
Yeah. Everything else is gonna take care of itself.
Yeah, bro. Like I actually mentioned this in the book I wrote, the little self-help, little depression book and shit. I mentioned about like a whole bunch of things that you can do that for free, like when it comes to getting over shit. And one of the biggest things is like really empowering yourself with your creativity. And when it comes to film specifically, I talked about this. It's like you don't have to have a major studio in order for you to film something. Like if you have a cell phone now, they have damn good quality cameras. Like you can film that shit from there, and then eventually once you do that, then you can edit the shit any way you want to from your phone. It doesn't matter. Anything after that doesn't matter, because everything that they putting out, like as far as like film is concerned, like I put out shit that looks film quality even though I did it from my phone and I edited it from my phone. people are looking at like a lot of the shit that I put out, and it's like, oh my god, like you really did that from your phone? I was like, yeah, I did. Like edit, film the shit from my phone. Like you don't need top tier resources in order for you to film something.
Facts.
Like all you have to do is know how to improvise. Photography is the exact same way. Like you can be a very good photographer even if you just doing this shit from your phone and shit. Like you can, in order for you to have really good quality camera work, a lot of the times it tends to be the time of day, the lighting, and all that other different factors that you put into it in order for that to come out the way you want it to. You don't necessarily need a top tier camera or some shit in order for you to figure out, hey, I can do this. Yeah, like you have a lot of the resources available to you. And what we did, we're utilizing those resources. And people look at us and they're like, oh, damn, you're doing quite well for yourself. Like, not really. It just looks that way. Like, most of the stuff that we put out, like, sure, it looks amazing and all that shit. But if you saw how little we actually had to do in order for us to get it off the ground, you'd be like, I could do that shit. I have that available to me. Like the short film that we shot at, like the one that I released yesterday. We shot this shit in my basement with a little light, like a little small light above head, and then the phone was sitting on a little desk. You can actually see it at like the bottom of the screen. Like it was sitting right there the whole time. And we acted out the shit, and this is something that Mark is technically like co-directing, because a lot of the shit that I was doing, like he was like, we were bouncing ideas off each other. Mm-hmm. So I ain't have like the full ideas and shit. Like we just bouncing shit off of each other, and all of this shit was just perfect together, and it meshed so well. So it didn't take much. You just have to have an idea and a camera, which most people have access to, because a lot of people have phones, they have tablets, they have whatever the hell they want. They can film this shit. Like you remember when niggas be like, oh, yeah, look like you filmed that shit with a potato, when they see the bad quality, but they made the video. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for the most part, people gonna watch it. As long as it's not like just completely blurry. And even then, like when I be on YouTube sometimes, I watch like footage from like old school basketball.
Yeah.
And that shit be blurry.
Hell
but
yeah.
as long as I can make out like, all right, that's Bill Russell right there. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
I'm gonna watch it. You know what I'm saying? So if it's something people really want to watch, of course you gonna have your knuckleheads. Damn, like he said, would I record that with a potato, or you know what I'm saying? But
at least we recording though.
Yeah, do that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah, nigga, like, cause remember, Abe, you be talking to me and shit. You was like, I hate hearing people that consistently just say, oh yeah, we should do that, you should do that, you should do that, you should do that, and then they never come through with the shit that they say that they're gonna do.
Yeah.
It's like all of it's just, you're just speaking at this point. You're not doing anything.
Right. And they just go back to what he said. Like that's why I just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Because the person who tends to be doing like all the talking never really is doing work. And we know multiple people that damn near would talk as they sound like philosophers.
Mm-hmm.
But then when it's time to check resumes, it's like, well, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And if you're not doing nothing, then I'm like, yeah, anybody can sound good. Everybody doesn't sound good, but if everybody wanted to, we all can read dictionaries. We all can, you know what I'm saying? And just, like, unless you, like, naturally talking like that, I don't know. I just don't like the talking, because people that talk, they tend to not be wanting to work. I just be wanting to work.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I'll talk your ear off. I'll give you that right now. But at the same time, what do you mean?
No, I'm saying like, yeah, we'll talk a lot amongst each other. Like we'll bounce ideas. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, not even just with y'all. Like I'll talk to other people and shit, just like give them like a little positive reinforcement and some shit like that. I was like, hey, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. and all that shit. Like, not even just advice and some shit. Like, some people actually come to me with ideas, and I'm like, okay, we can work on it this way, this way, this way, this way. But I don't ever put any like, I don't ever see it as like being something that I'm gonna see them doing in the future. Like, I'll just look at it and just say, okay, you're talking. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
That's me. Humbug.
But yeah, like I can give them all the ideas, but I'll give them like a little small time frame and shit. It's like, okay, so once we get to this point, all right, what we gonna do? And then if they don't ever make any progress after that, I just stop taking them seriously. That's just how it has to work and shit. Like that going forward, that's how it has to work. Cause you can't spend a whole bunch of your lifetime trying to help and fix people that ain't going to try and do better for themselves and shit.
Facts.
And that was something that everybody needs to get through their fucking head, bro. Not everybody is going to be on the ride with you. It's not happening. Like it don't matter how badly you want to incorporate certain people, they're not meant to be there.
Right.
Like a lot of people, they just want to talk and they just want to do whatever and shit and just reap the benefits when you're done. No, nah, bro. You gotta get some people around you that want to see you do better and shit. Like, cause a lot of people will rather just talk you up and then say, as soon as you get to where you need to be and they still where they at, they'll look at you like, man, if it wasn't for me talking to you about that shit a couple years ago, man, you wouldn't even be here. And then taking the credit, like, nigga, this ain't you.
Yeah.
Like, I knew tons of people like that, bro. And I had to get to a point where I was looking at niggas like, man, you know what? Nah, it ain't time. Like, this ain't what I need in my life as far as like important things.
Yeah.
So 2021 and shit, we making shit happen, bro. It's like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I got my computer back. I'm making moves. I don't give a fuck about anything. Like, even if like the like certain things fall through and shit, like I improvise. Always been good at improvising. And as long as I got the core people available and shit, like shit's always gonna get done. Even if I don't have the core people available, even if I'm by myself, I'm gonna get shit done. That's how the mindset is. I'm getting shit done. Even if it's not going to like make a whole bunch of money and shit, I'm still going to work.
Facts. It'll come eventually and shit.
Yeah. So, Mark, sitting over there just quiet as he want to be and just in his little philosopher stance and shit.
Yeah, what you think about, man?
Playing with his goatee and shit. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, man, I told you I just been deep in thought today. But I really ain't got nothing else to add on top of it, except for just like looking forward to the new activities.
Facts.
Like I'm already, I'm all geared up to jump into it now. I wish, today was New Year's so we could just like get into it. But
I mean, you can if you want to. Like Mike said, you ain't gotta wait till the
ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Kicking and screaming today, man.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it, bro.
Yeah. First episode of Kicking and Screaming podcast.
I definitely still want to try to go ahead and do a little recording video for the intro, man, because that shit, it just sounds fun. It just sounds like a fun thing to do. And even if it doesn't even go for the podcast, man, it's still just something to do that we can just like fucking do out there. Like, hey, look, we creative and we can have fun throwing it.
Yeah.
Or use it as a commercial.
Yeah, bro. Like we got.
I'm gonna be big on commercials this year. I'm just letting y'all know that now.
Like I've been telling you about, man. You need to start doing commercials.
I mean, we've been doing commercials. Though. I'm just saying, I'm gonna be bigger on them than I normally been. And shit.
Hey, son, like
I'm seeing like the damage that commercials do. I did that TikTok about E&J, and the actual E&J page liked it and it was laughing at it and shit.
Yeah, chill.
I'm like,
I guess like I've advertised certain things for like tequila or something like that and tagged tequila or something, and then like tequila was sitting there, like people who was making brands of tequila start responding at me.
Like they already will respond. So just imagine if you was probably consistent or something, they'll probably do, let me go ahead and fuck with cuz, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I definitely had some people that was just like start hitting me up off for a couple of tags.
Yeah, I fuck with NJ till Henny and them coming on. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga, nah,
Had me in the little Hennessy commercial.
You the type of nigga that probably get sponsored by Deer Park.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a rap. It's gonna be a rap. Man.
All you need is Deer Park and ESPN. You fine.
Yeah, don't let me
Stay with the water.
Cause I don't even drink Hennessy, but don't let it be some shit some water. Yeah, I had that with me 24/7. I get that shit tatted on me, bro.
Yo, get the fuck out of here, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Don't have the little mountains and the trees on this shit.
And then I don't have a deer and shit.
Like, y'all niggas ain't doing Deer Park right. I'm embodying Deer Park out here.
I'm the deer and the park.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
I can see that happening, which is the funny thing.
I can mess with Deer Park. Yeah.
Nigga,
I said Hennessy because I like the little, Nas be fucking with Hennessy. And he be making Hennessy sound so cool. I guess it's his voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nas is a cool dude.
He is. It's just kind of difficult to not want to buy something from Nas.
Yeah.
You look at this nigga. He give you the little soft spoken yet very stern voice and shit.
The backstory go with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like you ready to hear a good story from it. Like he about to teach you a lesson. All of a sudden like, damn, they done bought like 6 bottles.
Yeah. Yeah. But nah, Deer Park. I can mess with Deer Park. ESPN too, but that's probably a little bit. I feel like Deer Park would be easier than ESPN.
Stephen A. show up at the podcast and shit.
Yeah, I don't even want to work with him and shit. Give me somebody else.
I mean, neither do I, but you know.
I'll take it, but yeah, I ain't gonna be picky. You right. But yeah. Damn, that's all I got, Steven. Let me get Jalen Rose, man.
Why the fuck we want Jalen?
Cool. Touchdown.
Bro, will you chill the fuck out?
Every time I look up, somebody doing a grown man move, Slim. Like, every time I look up, somebody just being a grown man. So it's
yo,
like,
and with that, that's been another Break in the Narrative podcast, BTN for short. I'm Tony.
I'm Teddy.
And I'm Mark Anthony.
And we getting the fuck out of here because this nigga don't want to stop watching football.